Okay, so today we looked at squares and cubes. We're going into the third dimension here, which is why it is to the third power. When you do a length times width times height, whatever you want to call them, you get three dimensions. You're going to get, like, if it was in inches, you're going to get inches to the third power. If it was in centimeters, you're going to get centimeters cubed. And so that's how everything is going to work out today. So it first starts out, it says when the value is x. So every time you see the variable, I'm going to put little parentheses, and then it tells me what to plug in. And so here it says 3. So I've got 3 squared, which is 9. Where should I put that? 9 plus 6 equals 15. The next one is 4, and then it's still 3. 3 squared is 9 times 4. So 9 times 4 is 36. Then this is going to come up a couple times today. 2 to the third power. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. And lastly, I've got 4 plus 2 to the third power, which is 4 plus 8, which is 12. So I've got 15, 36, 8, and 12. 4 problems in one. That's kind of cheating. Ooh, we get tougher now. Okay, so then we're going to do the variable to the fourth power plus 5 times the variable. In this case, it's 2. So I have 2 to the fourth power. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. I get 16 plus 10 is 26. The next one is 4 times 2 to the third power plus 2 minus 10. 2 to the third power, the exponent has to go first, is 8 times 4 is 32, plus 2 is 34, minus 10 is 24. Then I've got 1 plus 3 times 2, 2 cubed, I forgot for a second. 8 times 3 is 24. So I've got 1 plus 24 equals 25. And lastly, a 1/3 squared, 1/3 to the second power, is 1 over 9. And so I've got 26, 24, 25, and 1/9. Next. Oh, big one. So 2 times squared minus 4 times plus 5. And this time x equals 6. And so 6 squared, got to do the exponents first, is 36. Times 2 is 72. Minus 4 times 6 is 24. Plus 5. And so I've got 48 plus 5 is 53. Submit. Next. Ooh, matching. Let's see which we got here and here and here. X plus 5 squared, that's not one of those. X plus 5 squared is this guy right here, because you got an x plus 5, x plus 5. It doesn't look like a square, but it would totally be a square. And this one is x squared plus 5 squared. But x plus 5, I mean, x would be like a straight line, and 5 squared would be a 5 by 5 square. So I don't know how they would do that. Or maybe like x little ones, I guess. Explain why 5, they're not equivalent. Okay, so here, I mean, you don't know how to do a the FOIL, which is how do you square a binomial. This is called a binomial because it's got two numbers or two terms. You don't know how to square a binomial, so we're going to just pick a number. And now I say in class a bunch of times, my favorite x is 0, but in that case, if I plug in a 0, I get 0 plus 5 squared, is 25. And then over here I get 0 squared plus 5 squared, which is also 25. And you're like, ah, they're totally equivalent. They're totally equal. So you've got to pick another number. I'm going to pick 2. And so when I go in here and I go 2 plus 5 squared, I get 7 squared. That's 49. That is totally not equal to 2 squared plus 5 squared is 4 plus 25 is 29. And I hope that you know that 49 does not equal 29. C work. Or, I could just put 49 does not equal 29, but you kind of have to understand that I plugged in 2. If I plugged in 1, I would have gotten 36 and 26. Oh, that's kind of weird. Kind of neat. Here we go. Okay, Jalen built this huge tower. Each cube is 5, so you've got like a 5 by 5 by 5 cube. That's like 125. And then you've got 10 of them. Boom. No problem. Oh, I wasn't asked to do that yet. It's 10 times 5 cubed. Oh, there we go. 1250. Wow. Okay, so 2 cubed is 8, whereas 3 squared is 9. That's 3 squared is definitely bigger. 1 to the 10th power is 1. 10 to the first power is 10. 3 to the 4th power, 3 times 3 is 9. Times 9 is 81 and 81. So they have the same value. And then I get 1/8 and 1/9. And I hope that you know if this is true, then this has to be true, that 1/8 is bigger than 1/9. Okay, I got a lot of different solutions for this one. So this is kind of how I would think. Like I look at this, the bottom term, I can't draw on that one, but the bottom term is a perfect square. So my perfect squares are like 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100. And so I look and I can see that, like, if I multiply something by a perfect square, 4 can get me to 16. 16 can get me to 64. Heck, 9 can get me to 36. 25 and 4 can get me to 100. And so there's lots of different ways to do this one. So like if I did 4 times, like say 2 squared, that's 16. And then that's just the same as 1 plus 3 squared. And so that also equals 16. And so that's probably the lowest numbers. But there's lots of different solutions to this one, just because the way the numbers work. 49, not so much. 81. Oh, 9. Yeah, 9 can get you to, no, well, 9 can get you to 81, but by multiplying by 9. What did I put there? 1 and 3. Next, let's see. Yay, I got them all right. If you have any questions, please ask in class. If not, I'll see you in the next video.